This is the story of Mr. Finch, the flying squirrel. Mr. Finch was a flying squirrel. He liked to fly. And usually what he would do is he would scamper up to the top of a tree, look around and make sure there's no predators, and then jump from the tree, whoosh, and fly down to the forest floor or land on another tree, punk, and scramble around just like a normal squirrel. Well, this wasn't an ordinary flight for Mr. Finch. This happened to be a very special day and a special flight because he was nearly done with his amazing project to be a very, very important squirrel and a first of his kind. So, Mr. Finch didn't live in a normal tree. He lived in what's called a snag. You know what a snag is?
No.
A snag is a tree that the tree's gotten rotten and the top fell off.
Yeah.
That's a snag. So Mr. Finch went into his tree hole. He was very excited. And he put on a suit, a special kind of suit.
What is a suit?
A suit?
Uh-huh.
Well, he put on, like, you know how football players wear a suit? Yeah, he put on this as a special kind of suit.
What is
and it zipped all the way up, and then he put on a helmet.
What is that?
A helmet?
Mm-hmm.
Like what you ride your bike? But this helmet covered his whole face and his mouth, and it screwed onto his suit. And guess what was in the back of the suit? A little air tank that had air in it. Why would he put that suit on with an air tank?
I don't know. Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. So, Mr. Finch went into his...
Oh, I think I know.
What?
Because he needs air to fly, right?
Oh, interesting theory. So, he went into the special inner sanctum of the snag that he lived on. And in there, he found some tools, and he found his special machine.
Where is it?
And he opened up the...
Where's the machine?
Inside of his tree he lives in, his snag.
But what is the machine?
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So he opened up one of the hatches on the machine, and he put his tools in there and went clinkety-clink, clinkety-clink, clink-clank, clinkety-clinkety-clank. And then he opened up another door, and he stepped inside. And he sat down in the seat, and he started flipping switches.
On what?
And pretty soon there was steam.
Daddy, on what?
On the inside of his special contraption. And pretty soon there was steam coming out. And then all of a sudden there was a big roar.
What was that coming from?
That was from the engines igniting the fuel and pushing. And pretty soon, out from the top of the snag came Mr. Finch in his flying spaceship. He went high up in the sky.
So he was in that machine?
Yeah, he built it. High up into the sky he went in his little spaceship, and he said, "Yay, I'm making it! And then he heard a noise, and he said, "Uh-oh, what's that?" And all of a sudden he heard another noise, and he said, "Uh-oh." And then the spaceship started tumbling through the sky.
Why?
Going this way, going that way.
Why?
Because something broke on it. And then it went straight for the ground, and Mr. Finch said, "Whoa!" Right into a cow pie. You know what a cow pie is?
Yeah.
A big cow poo-poo. And Mr. Finch came out, and he was covered in cow poop, and his spaceship was broken and covered in cow poop. And he said, "Well, great googly moogly, back to the drawing board." And so Mr. Finch...
He was deciding stuff on the drawing board.
Yeah.
He was deciding what he would make.
Yeah. So he spent the rest of the day hauling his broken spaceship back to his snag to get back to work improving his design. Mr. Finch would have to wait another day to be the world's first interstellar flying squirrel.
Yeah.